Welcome back in to Falcon Sports Weekly here on WCUW The Talent, FM 101.3, Channel 9. And right now we are going to change gears a little bit and introduce you to a club here on the campus of Concordia University, Wisconsin. If you're unaware of it, Concordia University, Wisconsin has an ultimate Frisbee team, and I have all three of the co-captains with me here today. We have Bree, Trey, and Kyle. Happy to have all three of you along.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. Hi.
Relax, this is radio. We're going to have a good time here today. She's laughing over here in the corner. This is going to be a good time, all right?
Okay.
Nobody can see your face. We're just talking. We're just going to have a intelligent conversation, and it's all going to be fine. And by the way, this is all being recorded.
Yeah. All right.
When you hear the words ultimate Frisbee, not very many people may understand what that is. Can either of you explain exactly what ultimate Frisbee is, first of all?
I guess the easiest explanation for it would be kind of a mix between football and soccer. If you're holding the disc yourself, you can't run, but all your teammates are moving. It's like on a football field, you have two end zones, and you're working your way, throwing it to your teammates to score touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. And how did this whole ultimate Frisbee team come about?
Well, about halfway through my senior year of high school, I like to play a lot of ultimate Frisbee, so that was probably a lot bigger aspect of my college search than it really probably should have been. I found out Concordia didn't have a team, and I thought it would be really fun to try to put something together here. So I got in contact with Dr. Holton, Evan Boucher, I think Jacob Vanderhyde too, because he had a big list of people who played. Emailed around some circles for a while, and eventually things kind of fell into place.
So how long has this team been around?
This is our first year of operation.
Okay, first year of operation. And Kyle, where do you guys play the games?
We play down in Milwaukee. The first semester we played at Hart Park and Kinnickinnick Sports Complex. And then this semester we're back at Kinnickinnick Sports Complex and then Rogers Park. And we play through the Milwaukee Ultimate Club.
The Milwaukee Ultimate Club. So this is teams that are around the area of universities as well, or is this a bunch of club teams?
A bunch of club teams mainly. We did actually play what looked like to be Marquette's club team last semester, but mostly just other club teams that kind of have gotten together and created teams.
And these are mostly college students as well, or is there upper levels?
You get a couple of college students, then you get some older guys and older gals that are just kind of having fun and stuff,
So anybody can really play this sport. You don't necessarily have to be affiliated with the college.
No.
Okay. And Bree, have you guys played some games this season?
Yeah, we have. We just finished a doubleheader last week, and we lost our first game, but we won our second game. So it was nice to win that one.
Trey's over here giving us a big old breath. What in the world went on in that game? Was it a little physical, you're saying?
Well, I'm not going to claim to be in the best shape on campus necessarily. You're pretty much running the whole time that you're playing, and 2 games in a row took a lot out of me.
So how long do these games typically last?
I guess I'd say, what do you guys think, like an hour and a half?
Yeah, an hour and a half to 2.
So
Yeah.
There's like a time, 2 halves? How does this whole thing work?
Generally, you're supposed to play it up to 15 points, but if you hit the time limit, then they cap it off.
Okay, so there's no like first half, second half kind of a deal. It's play straight through to 15 points.
It's first team that reaches 8 points, you take like a quick halftime. It's like usually less than 5 minutes.
It's reminding me of the old Coke commercials that just came out during the Super Bowl where the guys in their old helmets and saying, hey, we might as well stop for halftime, that sort of thing.
In the middle of the game?
So how can kids become involved with the Ultimate Frisbee team if they're interested?
We have a couple different options for getting involved. The very first thing that you'd want to do is we have what's called our auxiliary squad. There's no commitment for that. You don't have to pay anything. You're not required to go anywhere, but you can come to practices, come to meetings, kind of get to know people, get to know the game, learn how we play. It's a good way to get started. And then after that, it moves up. We have our reserve roster, which travels to games whenever somebody cannot make it. And then we have 14 people on our active roster who generally travel to every game we play.
So how many people do you have involved in the program right now?
Right now, we have 18 people signed up on active and reserve rosters, and then probably another 5 consistently-ish on the auxiliary squad.
Kyle, where do you guys practice? Do you guys practice on campus, or how does that work?
We do practice on campus. Last year, we were using the practice soccer field by the pharmacy building. It was working out pretty well. And then our first practice this year, we ran into some pretty heavy mud throughout the whole field. So we found out that when the men's lacrosse team, who uses the actual football field, gets done at around 5:30, we usually practice at 5:45 because it's lighter out at 7:15. So we've been practicing on the football field.
And no lights at Tomasini Stadium yet either, so that's...
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Dr. Lubtech, where are you? Before you retire, I thought that was going to be your goal to put lights on top of Tomasini Stadium, but I don't know if that's the case. If not for football, at least for Frisbee. How many people play on the field at one time in an Ultimate Frisbee game?
It's a 7-on-7 contest.
Okay, so if you have 18 people, that's a pretty healthy size roster, but are you looking for more kids to become involved?
Yeah, we're always looking for more. We definitely want to keep expanding this because we are really hoping to get into tournaments in the future. Those are always great, fun atmosphere to be a part of, and be able to play, 3 or 4 games on a weekend would just be awesome.
Because I see it a lot. Particularly like on the Division I level, a lot of the Division I schools play these big tournaments. Is there a national tournament for this as well?
There is a national tournament. USA Ultimate is what they call the national governing body of Ultimate Frisbee, and they set up most of the tournaments for Frisbee.
Okay.
They actually have it divided into D1, D2, D3 levels. The last 2 years, the D3 National Championships was actually right in Milwaukee.
Really? So if, paging Concordia University Wisconsin, pony up a little bit here so we can get Concordia University Wisconsin's Ultimate Frisbee team into the national tournament and hopefully bring home a championship because last I checked, Concordia doesn't have one yet. So wouldn't that be cool if we get one in Ultimate Frisbee?
Very cool.
We'll have to get on that.
I want to thank all 3 of you for coming on the air with us once again. It is Concordia University Wisconsin's Ultimate Frisbee team. And for those of you who are interested, check out the Ultimate Frisbee team on Facebook. And you guys have a Twitter page too?
We do not currently have a Twitter, however, we will possibly get our tech team on that as soon as possible.
Bree, are you on the tech team?
No, that would be Trey.
All right, so again, I thank all 3 of you for coming on the air with us today. Concordia University Wisconsin's Ultimate Frisbee team. When is your next... You guys have a game coming up?
Yeah, we actually have one on Thursday, but that's kind of a sore topic.
Why is it a sore topic?
We don't have enough people because of Easter coming up and people are leaving. And we need, in particular, girls to come join because most of our girls on our team aren't able to be there.
Is there some rule where you have to be co-ed? Is that...
Yeah, there have to be at least 3 girls on the field.
Okay, so paging all of the girls out there...
Exactly.
Come and play Ultimate Frisbee and do it now. Although you guys might be in trouble because that game is coming up here pretty soon. So I don't, know if you'll be making it in time, but hey. But again,
yeah,
what
we always need more.
Always could use more people.
Always could use more people. That's exactly the case. And that's kind of the point of why we had you on the program here today because you know what? There's a lot of things on campus that most people aren't necessarily aware of, and Ultimate Frisbee was one of them. To be honest with you, I only found out about it a couple of weeks ago and thought it was interesting. So, you never know what you're going to find if you look around. Again, thank you very much. The 3 co-Ultimate Frisbee team captains here on Concordia University Wisconsin's Ultimate Frisbee team. We will be back with more Falcon Sports Weekly after this on WCUW The Talon, FM 101.3.